Kenzie.
Trying to be a teenager and a mum at the same time is pretty hard because I'm mostly in the house with Kenzie until it's bedtime.
I would like her to bond better with Kenzie, I really would. Becky still hankers after this. I want my old life back. You got a kiss with Nana?
No.
You're tight with your kisses, aren't you?
16-year-old Becky is mum to 14-month-old Kenzie.
I was 15 years old when I got pregnant. I was planning to have my first baby when I was 23. And when I found out I was pregnant, I thought, oh no, my life's over.
No, you're not getting my cup of tea.
Becky and Kenzie live in Fife with her mum Trish and 10-year-old brother George.
You're not a spoiled boy. There was rumours going around that Becky may be pregnant. Of course, I questioned Becky when she came in from school, and she denied it.
She was determined that she was going to get it out of me by asking me, do you want to tell me anything? Is there anything important you want to tell me? And I was like, no, there's nothing.
Eventually, after about half an hour, she admitted it, and I flew into a rage. The argument got so bad with the shouting and the screaming at each other that she called the police on me. She wanted me lifted.
It was Kenzie's, my first scan. I can see his ribs and his head. Being a mum is good, but it's stressful as well. It just stops you from doing a lot of things that you used to do. My life used to be like fun. Picture of Kenzie. I didn't think about condoms or nothing. I was just having fun. I just thought, I'll not get pregnant anyway, so what's the point?
Becky was with her boyfriend for a month when she fell pregnant.
I met Kenzie's dad, and then we just kind of got together, got drunk and stuff that teenagers do. But then a couple of weeks later, I found out I was pregnant.
Throughout her pregnancy and after the birth, the couple were on and off. But before they'd had a chance to work things out, Kenzie's dad was gone from their lives.
I have never met, and unfortunately will never meet, Kenzie's dad. Unfortunately died last year in a tragic accident.
Kenzie was 7 months old when his 16-year-old dad died suddenly in his sleep.
4 days before he passed away, he got me on my knees and he cuddled me and he says, I love you. And tell Kenzie I love him too, and give him a cuddle and a kiss from me, and that was the last time I seen or heard from him. Well, there's Kenzie's dad's Facebook. I've put, there's your wee boy, he's getting a lot like you now. He can say daddy now. And then I said, why did you have to go? It wasn't your time, not now, not ever. I miss you loads now. It was my first sexual partner, so I felt him as special, and he's still special.
Losing Kenzie's dad so soon after the birth has had an impact on her relationship with her son.
Becky's attitude towards Kenzie at one stage was, don't want you anymore because your dad's not here and I'm stuck with a reminder of him.
Kenzie, pack it in.
There are days, and there seems to be more and more of them, that Becky could quite easily live without Kenzie.
Kenzie!
I tried to help Becky bond with Kenzie by trying to leave them alone, but that can be quite hard as well because she finds it very difficult to cope with him.
Are you helping?
Do you want me to?
Go on then. Right, his jammies are through here. Without my mum, I probably wouldn't be able to survive, as she helps me with everything.
You going to take your shirt off?
I prefer her to help me, because that way I don't get stressed and angry.
Where's Mum gone? She disappeared at the crucial point again. And gets Nana to do it. I remember her coming through to my room at about 3 o'clock one morning, throwing him on the bed, saying, you deal with him, I can't do this anymore. And he was less than 2 weeks old. What are you wanting for your tea, George? I feel like a mum to all three of them, because Becky's always coming to me and saying, oh, Mum, will you do that with him, and would you get him out of my hair? And it's just like I'm separating siblings rather than a mother and her son. He's your boy. You feed him. She's only just realising that he's here for the rest of her life and his life. You happy?
No.
What do you mean, no? Night, Kenzie.
Oh, this time of the night when Kenzie's in his bed, it's my time of the night. I can't wait till it comes. Because then we both get our rest and get peace and quiet from each other. Like, do what I want. Hi, Kenzie.
Becky goes to college one afternoon a week. The rest of the time, she's either at home or helping her mum at work.
I have a small cleaning business, and Becky comes with me on days that are usually quite busy.
Bye, Kenzie. 2 minutes. I go to work with my mum when I can be bothered, but half the time she drags me out my bed because she doesn't want me on the couch all day.
So that Becky doesn't feel too overwhelmed, Kenzie goes to a childminder 5 days a week, paid for with tax credits and topped up by Trisha.
She gets paid for him if he's there or not, so it's wasting the money if he's not down there.
Would you like to have Kenzie during the day?
No, I like my peace and quiet.
During the week, she doesn't really have Kenzie very much because she can't handle Kenzie very well on her own. Kenzie would do her head in by the end of the week.
Over the past year, Becky has suffered from depression on and off. Mum Trisha wants to make sure she doesn't go down that path again.
You have to get you sorted, because once you're sorted, you might be a little bit happier about yourself. You end up shouting at Kenzie and shouting at me, and
No, I don't.
if you had something to look forward to and to focus on, you might be a lot happier. No?
No.
But I'm not going to have you sitting on the settee doing absolutely nothing all day watching the telly. But you had big ideas when you were younger.
Working in a pub in Spain.
You wanted to run your own bar. That's quite an ambition. If you can't do one thing,
I
then
want
you
to
need
be a midwife. I want to see it from the other end.
But if you want to be a midwife, great.
Becky missed her GCSEs because of her pregnancy and has to do a catch-up class before she can move on.
Give me something else to do with maths. I'm feeling stressed, sad, angry. It's really, really boring. And it's like you've learnt that thing in high school and then you go up to the college and it's like I've already learnt that. And they're like, well, you have to learn it again. I want to get stuck into midwifery. I want to be able to wake up in the morning and think, right, college today.
I just want to see you happy.
No, Dada's not here. Come here. Come here.
16-year-old mum Becky has been single since her baby's dad died 8 months ago and is finding Kenzie a constant reminder of her ex.
Bye-bye. Sometimes he shouts Dad as he's walking up the stairs. He does it all the time. Come catch George. He'll just randomly come out with Dad. And it's like, no, Kenzie, Dad's not here no more. He's singing with the angels. And he just looks at me like, I'm confused.
He's the Iron Brew man. No, that's how you've got orange hair.
Today, Trisha's car has broken down, so they can't go to work or college, and Kenzie can't go to the childminder, so they're all stuck at home.
Becky, Kenzie's just going to stay here today.
Oh, no, he's not. Why is he staying here?
By 9 o'clock, Becky wants to get out of the house.
Well, still walk George to school.
Yeah, you can walk George to school if you want.
I won't be long. Right, bye.
Bye.
I don't normally take George to school, but I'm enjoying the day because I need out of the house. Right, bye. Bye. I'm in the house all the time. It's boring. Nothing to do in the house. When I lost Kenzie's dad, I wouldn't go near Kenzie, pick him up, bath him. I wouldn't do anything at all with him. I was mostly depressed because I didn't have like a dad figure for Kenzie. In. Get in. Now. I was scared that I would be a single parent, and I am a single parent. I said no. I like to have somebody to love me as well as my son. I want to be 3 of us.
My own little time with him was great. It was absolutely great.
Do it more often then.
I can't because I'm always working.
Oh, my dad always have them. Yeah,
If you're a boy. I worry about them constantly. I worry about her attitude towards him sometimes. There's quite a lot of resentment there, or what appears to be resentment. She doesn't want to be burdened with him. It's quite easy for her to walk away in the house think it's going to be tea and bath in bed for you. Is that why Mum went out, eh? Put the monitor on.
A month has gone by and Becky is still single after her date fell through.
What are you up to tonight then, missus? We're going out anywhere?
No.
Mum Trish is trying to lift Becky's spirits and help her bond with Kenzie, but at the moment she is refusing to take him out of the house on her own.
It must be boring for Kenzie being here every weekend as well. You know, it's the same boring routine for him as well as for you.
There's nothing to do.
You've got that play zone card. It gives you somewhere to go. Other than that, head towards the beach for the day.
Even beaches full of stones and litter.
What about further along?
Big rocks.
Is it? Do you not fancy the mother and baby group up at the church?
No way.
Do you know anybody that's been?
The other lassie that goes to college, she went and she said they're all in their 30s.
Do they not talk to her?
Like,
and things?
no.
Becky's always had an excuse for things, and they weren't reasonable excuses. I just wanted to go out and do things with Kenzie and be a mum. I think it's mainly confidence issues with Becky. She's hit rock bottom just now. You're not going to go to the park or something for a wee while with them?
The next day, Becky and Mum are back from work. Trisha finally persuades Becky to get out of the house with Kenzie.
Oh, well, we're going to have to go out, aren't we? Kenzie, are we going down there to throw some stones? Out of the water? I don't mind taking Kenzie out on more. I just prefer company because it's only pushing a pram. Is that a nice one? Kenzie doesn't talk much, and if he has a feed before he goes out, he'll sleep in his pram. And it's like I'm talking to myself. What is it? Mummy, you bringing him up? Mum! Sorry, I'll just come get him myself.
After a stressful 20 minutes, Becky and Kenzie are back at home.
Give me that.
Do you need a hand?
No, Kenzie.
Are you all right?
Yes.
What's wrong?
Well, I'm kind of tired myself, Mum.
Yeah, well, everybody is, Becky. That's what it's like being a mum.
It's not that. He should have been in his bed ages ago.
And it won't do him any harm. It should have been an enjoyable evening, and it was nothing like that. She just came back in a bad mood, slamping and banging around, getting Kenzie away out of her sight as quickly as possible.
Can I go and have a fag?
Hey?
Can I go and have a fag? I feel like I need a break from everything. The house and my family and Kenzie.
Night-night, wee man. Night-night. Are you just grumpy because you're tired?
No, I'm bored.
But you were out.
Aye, I know, but what am I supposed to do the rest of the night?
But there's nothing stopping you going out.
With who? That's what I'm saying. All my pals don't want to know me no more.
And why don't they want to know you?
Because I've got a bearing.
You did know that some people would walk away, that they're not your true friends.
Aye, well, they've all walked away, so...
You feel that you've been abandoned because you've had Kenzie, but it's not his fault. You can't...
It's the same with guys, though. Every time I meet a new guy, I have to tell them that I've got a bearing.
You don't have to tell them.
If I like it or not, well, they're going to find out, aren't they? Why you got a cot in your bedroom? Why you got a screaming bearing in your bedroom? Oh, that's mine. But there's nothing I can do.
So I'm not going to keep on at you, Becky, because I can see you're tired and I can see you're upset about something.
I'm not upset about anything.
There have been some big changes for Becky.
Hey, Kenzie, you gone to the shop and all that?
He can get you ready.
4 weeks ago, she met 17-year-old Sean on the internet and he's already moved in.
We were only mates, but I decided just to take it a little bit further. Sean's living here because he got kicked out and he just needed a place to stay. It's been about 3 weeks now. The first time I saw him, I thought he was the one. And then weeks later, he was mine. I was like, is this a dream?
Cheers, Kenzie.
Becky seems happier now that she's got somebody in her life, a boyfriend.
Oh, you're disgusting.
It keeps her spirits up when she goes a wee bit down.
Come here.
Becky has recently knuckled down at college and is even making concrete plans for her future.
Becky's just got onto the midwifery course at college. It's only for an extra day per week, but gradually it'll build up and finally kick off her nursing career.
Becky's career plans and new love life have had a knock-on effect to her and Kenzie's relationship.
You go down. No, you go down. Okay. I'll see you. Sean likes Kenzie, and it's like we do things together, and it's just great fun.
She has been out more with Kenzie. Sean likes to be out and about, and he's often said, "Oh, come on, Becky, let's go." And they have. Maybe not been out for very long, but it's a start.
Before, my mum used to help me a lot with Kenzie. Now it's like she makes his tea, and I put him in the bath, and I feed him and put him in bed. I do all of that now.
I still worry about Becky and Kenzie, but I can see that they're getting stronger together as a mum and a son.
Oh, bye, Sky. Me and Kenzie have got our own love together. Feels great. Because if you didn't have a boyfriend, then you always go to sleep thinking that there is somebody that loves you and you love them back. I used to cry myself to sleep, but now that I've got Sean in the bed with me and Kenzie's at the bottom of the room, I go to sleep happy. And I dream about happy things instead of sad, scary things now. Just feel happy.